Good to go. Today we're going to a Colorado trail. We're going to drop me off. We got a whole bunch of people today. Got a whole caravan of people coming to get me. At least not coming to get me. Coming to leave me.
They are coming to get you.
We get a low pressure warning on his vehicle.
And we just drive past the gas station that would have saved us.
We're already on the interstate. We're committed. It's a comedy of errors. You gotta commit. You gotta commit to the comedy of errors. Here we go. Is that gonna be okay? Or is it gonna fly out the window?
It might fly out the window. We got the whole crew.
They're all back there?
Yep, 827 ETA.
I really didn't even think about what my first day was gonna look like. Waterton Canyon, starting my Colorado True Trail hike. There is an overwhelming number of people at Waterton Canyon this morning, between a parking lot chock full of people and then like I'm just waiting my turn. This is kind of wild. I didn't anticipate, you know, just like trying to wait my turn, trying to take a photo inside of the thing. And I am going to sleep on the ground. I'm going to sleep on the ground. I got a little tent. Is that acceptable?
I guess.
I've also got my housemate's family. They're all here too, and there's like 5 kids. And they've got about 1,000,001 questions. It's really funny. So there you have it. You got to take the obligatory picture by the sign so that you know where you are when you get started.
You at least want to make it to the base of the hill.
I think the band's breaking up. I don't know though. I think we're talking about breaking the band up. There's some little ones who, you know, it's hot. I'm not gonna lie, it's hot in the sun. So there they go. Now it's just me and Big Squirrel. Big Squirrel. So Ronald got his trail name because he likes to garden a little bit, and then so we were just kind of thinking about like if plants could communicate, if they had a conscience or something like that, as Ronald is like stabbing into the earth. The only frame of reference that they have is a squirrel, and he's just a very, very large version of that. But either way, we're still making our way through the canyon. We haven't even made it to the dam, but you know, it's warm. It's a warm one. And it's early. I was feeling it. It's kind of early. You can kind of see him back there in that little shadow right back there. Bye. Bye, Finks.
Just thinking steamboat.
I think it's time for a snack. I don't know. Just stopped for a little break, and I knew the inevitable was going to happen eventually. It's down to 2, but he's got to go.
All right, steamboat.
Got any parting words?
Oh, see you, buddy.
All right, man.
Stay afloat. Stay adrift.
Walk on.
See you in Durango.
I almost caught up and then you sped up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just like going fast.
The sun's shining, it's exposed. It's like a fire canyon. The fire canyon of sun. Should be getting to the dam here pretty soon. Trying not to get run over by any mountain bikes. It's pretty warm. It's like noon. I did walk up to the dam already, which is like kind of over that direction. But I got over there and there was a little picnic area and there was some people. You know, it's because it's kind of convenient. You know, it's like I'm supposed to be keeping my distance, so I see a bunch of people and I'm just like, I'm just gonna go hang by the creek instead. It's probably been like 2 hours since Big Squirrel left me, and I already had like conversations with half a dozen people. One of which being a mountain biker who was like bombing down the hill and stopped me just to make sure I had enough water. And he's telling me that there's no water in Bear Creek, you know. And so it's like I checked the data and I like, no, the source is supposed to be like a blue line on the topo. The guy's nuts. Well, it turns out that guy maybe wasn't wrong, but he wasn't right either. You know, it's not flowing, but there's still some like pools of water. Yeah, that's what you like to see, little pools of non-flowing water with little bugs just swimming around on the surface. That's the good stuff. This is Colorado. Here it is, the end of the first day. Yeah, it's kind of interesting actually, this little notch right here that I was blocking with my head. You can see Denver right through that little notch that's there, and then everything that's behind me in the direction of that tree. You can see the remainder of the metro area, so it's fun. It's fun to think about, you know, it's just like it's here and there's so many people today. And, you know, I think I'd said before, like after Big Squirrel left me, you know, there's just like other people that I had talked to and just had run into. And, you know, as I was kind of like just looking at the ridge and just kind of thinking about things, there were these 2 other hikers that had just kind of pulled up and were on the other side of the boulders and they were chatting it up, and I just like gone around onto the other side and just let them know. I was like, oh hey, you know, I'm here, and they're just like looking at me. And I was just like, I just want you to know, like, I'm on the other side of these boulders. All right, bye. And then I just went off. But then they came over here and they checked out the view and stuff. It was pretty cool. You know, I spend a day and I still have a view of downtown, and I spend a day in the woods, and I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a small community slowly forming here in the next in the next couple of weeks as I'm walking my way across Colorado. And that's, I think, the real beautiful part of it. And I think it's really fitting today, starting off at Waterton Canyon. I also just realized that, you know, there's significance in the crossing of the water, the passing of a river, so to speak. And, you know, it represents something like really transformational. And, you know, and I think just the theme today is remain like water. Just got to remain fluid and stay flexible. And even though I don't feel the greatest today, you know, like overall, I do have a really good feeling about this. Hey, good morning. I just left my campsite, just making my way up this little rise. Already ran into 4 hikers. Yeah, there was somebody who was just here checking out this view. Started to get through some of the trees, just seeing some of the views here on the Front Range. It's beautiful. So feeling good today. So day 2, Independence Day. No better way to spend it than on Trail 1776. You can see that peak over in the back that's like devoid of any trees. Yeah, I'm not sure when it was. I'll find out, but that whole area burned. So it was just a big scorch. Burned all the trees over there, so of course I've planned it poorly, and it'll probably be in the middle of the day as I'm kind of going through the scorched earth. Because that's my style, and I just like to be really, really hot when I don't need to be, so. So I'm hanging out down by the South Platte. This is the end of segment number 1. It's been a really nice day. It's been nice and warm. Ran into a couple of other hikers on the way down. There are some people that are down here just kind of hanging out by the creek and just enjoying the day. Yeah, nice Saturday Independence Day to be out here. So yeah, I didn't really talk about what my plan is. So my plan is, what I've got is I've got provisions. I've got enough food, hopefully, to get me to Breck. But, you know, ultimately the plan is hiking to Durango. But throughout this little section, I'm going to try to make my way to Kenosha Pass, kind of reevaluate as I'm approaching there. If need be, going to Jefferson, and then call that the end of this section. And, you know, if I decide to bypass Jefferson, make it all the way to Breck, then that's going to be the end of this section. So there you go. That's what my plan is. Did end up getting a little rain. Still climbing up. Don't be fooled, this isn't alpine. there hasn't been a whole lot of place to take refuge, so I was cooking earlier. Hikers up there somewhere, I just seen them, but now they're gone. Oh, there they are. Today was a really good day. Yeah, I was in the middle of the day. I was kind of nervous about the climb out of the river, just, you know, anticipating that it was going to be real hot, which it was. The first part of it was, but it was fun. You know, it was just like as I was climbing up, there were some other people like making the climb, some other hikers too, and there were people down on the river, you know, and they're playing reggaeton, and you could hear it as you were climbing up, and I thought that was really cool. I thought that was super cool. Just people that were down there just celebrating the 4th and just having a really good time down on the river. Yeah, they were having a blast. You could see them, and yeah, they were. You know, I wish I was down there. I wish I was down there on the river with them. Hiked a little over 19 today, so it felt really good. You know, a lot better than I did yesterday, which makes me. It gives me a lot of confidence about me being out here. You could tell they've done a lot of work clearing maybe some deadfall and maybe some sick trees, because as you can see, there's like a little teepee that's over here, but there's like dozens of them. They're all over the place. It looked flat, and you know, it's just like, all right, you know, maybe it won't be so bad. Maybe some people would think it's kind of creepy, but you know, I think it's okay. Like I'll get up, and you know, maybe if I get up in the night, and then I'll just see all these like silhouettes of these little pyramids, and I'll just think that there's like dozens of other people like camping with me, and then it'll put my mind at ease. So there's a recommendation for you. If you're worried about camping alone, just find a little, you know, pyramid of deadfall, and just imagine that it's like all your friends just hanging out with you.